Hey everybody, we're joined by, not Kripparian on the chairs, I usually say desk, but we're joined by GAARA, the guy who won his first series against Zazel. So GAARA, tell us a little bit about yourself for anybody who's watching and not really seeing you for the first time.
Well, I'm GAARA, I'm a streamer as well. I'm not as popular as the other big streamers, but yeah.
Yet,
yeah.
Yes.
I got my subscribe button last week, and
Nice.
I'm pretty excited about that. And yeah, it's going forward.
So what was some of the thought process of choosing, I think, Ramp Druid and some, just can you talk a little bit about it? Is it just a comfort, or were you just specifically trying to be prepared for any kind of specific decks?
I was thinking a lot about what kind of decks I'm going to play, and in the end it came down to what I'm most comfortable with. Like I won Zota Cup with Ramp Druid. I went 19-1. And I played Ramp Druid.
Wow,
and
19-1.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
So my total stats in online tournaments with Ramp Druid are 25-3. That was like the third game I lost with Ramp Druid. So I have to give him big props.
Yeah. You know, speaking of which, going against Zazel, he seemed to have pretty weird decks, at least in the first one, the Druid versus Druid matchup. Let's walk through it. You know, he looked like he was going to play like some kind of token, right? When you play Argent Squire on turn number 1, we thought it was going to be aggressive. And then it kind of turned into a passive game, and he dropped like the Crazed Alchemist. What was going through your mind, dude? Because you took a long time to make like a pretty clear play, like a Nourish on turn 5, but like he has to be thinking, what am I facing right now?
Yeah, I was, first of all, I was like, what the fuck is going on? But then
We all were.
At the same time, I was like, okay, he has 7 cards in his hand. He plays Alchemist, and then he killed me with, what was it? I don't remember, but it was not, yeah, Starfall.
Yeah.
And so I knew he had no BGH.
Or
So I didn't have to play around BGH. That was like basically the only thing I was thinking about.
Going into game number 2, you know, we were pointing out a couple of things that maybe you could have done differently. I guess maybe the Sunwalker and the Mark of the Wild play on the Ysera instead of it. In your opinion, what do you think you could have done better that series?
The first big mistake I made was to play BGH to just to
On the empty board.
yeah, to make him use the weapon charge. Because the chance is really high that every paladin plays Ragnaros, and I will need BGH, and I play only one. And I needed it in the end against the Drake, and yeah, Alex Strasser. Yeah, that was a big mistake.
Yeah, but you had a pretty poor hand. We were just
Yeah, you
watching
had bad beats.
your first drawing was faceless, Innervate, Rejuvenation,
And another Innovate.
Yeah, another Innervate. We were like, oh, but then.
But I'm used to that. Like I have hands like this all the time.
Yeah, and Ramp Druids can bounce back pretty easily,
Yeah,
even
like
despite
we
having
just
a bad
saw,
draw.
like we just saw, it was
a little bit impatient. And actually going into the third game, I was actually overhearing you talking to Reynad about it. He says you were being pretty greedy with the Stone Tusk boar. We all thought you were probably going to pick more of like, you know, the mid-range cards like the Houndmaster, which is extremely valuable. Why the Stone Tusk boar?
Like his normal plays would be turn 2, Foot Soldier, Dude. Yeah, turn 3 Harvest Golem, turn 4 Weapon. That's like what I think. The chance was pretty high that he will play because he did it in the previous game. He didn't play around anything. So yeah, I was pretty sure he will do that. And then I had also the All, so I knew if he plays Harvest Golem, I can silence and kill it for free, and then
and it just snowballed there. And he picked up the Houndmaster, which was ended up being okay anyways.
Yeah.
Great, cool. So GAARA, it seems like you've gotten your first series out of the way. You didn't feel nervous at all? Did you look pretty calm?
Yeah, it's not the first tournament I went to. I played ESL in World of Warcraft, so yeah.
That's good. So you're feeling pretty confident overall, and I guess everyone's really happy to see some of the seeded players do well, because that way it's not just completely random, even though it's single elimination. PZ, I've been dominating this interview. Do you have any questions you want to ask?
Yeah, you did all the serious stuff, man. I want to talk about more gibberish, GAARA. How do you like Romania? How do you like the beer?
I like Romania a lot. Like I like the beer. It's awesome. Many people told me to be careful. Yeah, but I don't know what's up with that. But
Yeah, that's what everybody hears. You're going to Romania. Watch out for your wallet. Watch out for whatever.
Just
but
be safe.
Come on, it's not that bad, actually.
no,
Reggae?
it's nice. It's awesome.
It's pretty good. Okay, GAARA. Well, congratulations on your first win. It was a pretty nice series, and we'll be back soon with our second series. It's gonna be between Lothar and Bear. So another one of our seeds. Lothar is gonna face another one of our local players, Bear. So we'll be back in a couple of minutes. Don't stay tuned, guys. Bye.
Do stay tuned. All right.